top 10 most expensive cars in the world. Number 10. Bugatti Devo. The Bugatti Devo costs $5.8 million and is all about being super good at turning corners. It's a super fast car that wasn't made to break speed records, but to look amazing when it goes around turns. They only made 40 of these cars. They took a car called the Chiron and made it better by giving it 23% more grip on the road. They did this by making the body out of special carbon fiber and testing it in a wind tunnel for 900 hours. The engine is huge, 8 liters with 16 cylinders and 4 special turbochargers made of titanium. This gives it 1,500 horsepower and makes it sound like a scary monster, just like old racing cars from the 1920s. The car has special parts that help it stick to the road really well. The back wing moves by itself, and there are special tunnels underneath that create 1,097 pounds of downforce when going 200 miles per hour. This is enough force to make it stick to the road like a Formula One race car. The special blue paint costs $400,000 extra and has tiny particles that make it sparkle like a sapphire gem. The wheels are made with a 3D printer using magnesium, making them lighter than a kid's bike. The bolts that hold the wheels are made of carbon and titanium, and they're made so perfectly that they're accurate to 1 micron. Inside the car, everything is simple but crazy cool. The steering wheel is covered in special fabric called Alcantara and doesn't have any buttons so the driver won't get distracted. Instead of fancy stuff, there's a special screen that shows how much force the car is feeling and how hot the tires are. The seats are covered in special leather called Skyview that's made smooth using special chemicals from mountain glaciers. Every person who buys a Devo gets a private lesson about how air moves around cars at Bugatti's main building, and they get a custom helmet made just for their head shape. All the cars were sold before they even started making them. If you think $5 million is too much money, just wait until you see what $30 million can buy you in the car world. Number 9. Pagani Huayra Codalunga. The Pagani Huayra Codalunga costs $7.4 million and is like a beautiful song made of hand-shaped titanium and an Italian love for cars. It was made because a customer wanted to remake the Huayra to look like old racing cars from the 1960s with long tails. Only 5 of these cars exist. Each one has a Mercedes-AMG engine with 12 cylinders that makes 852 pound-feet of twisting power. The exhaust pipes are made of shaped titanium and tuned to sound like a famous violin called a Stradivarius. The car was shaped to cut through air perfectly. Its body is 7.4 feet long and stretches 14 inches longer than a regular Huayra. The tail was inspired by a beautiful old car called the Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale. The frame is made of one piece of carbon titanium, and the aluminum panels on top are beaten by hand and polished for 300 hours until they look like liquid metal. The wheels are made of forged magnesium, colored in a special gold color, and they spin on ceramic bearings that are lubricated with synthetic diamond dust. Inside, the cabin is like a place where the most skilled craftsmen worked. The dashboard is covered in reindeer leather from Lapland, and the gear shifter is made of gold and cast from one piece of airplane aluminum. There's a special clock made by Parmigiani Fourier, and its gears work the same way as the 12-cylinder engine. The clock sits in the center console. People who buy this car have to wait 2 years while it's being made. They get to choose details like special blue paint that's made by crushing lapis lazuli stones and mixing them with cobalt, or seat inserts made of silk and cotton that are woven by a special family called Antoniazzi from Como. Number 8. Mercedes-Maybach Accelero. The Mercedes-Maybach Accelero was born as a tire-testing giant. It's a one-of-a-kind car from 2005 that was made when Stolo and Daimler Chrysler worked together. It has 2 turbochargers on a 12-cylinder engine that makes 680 horsepower. This engine can push this 5,800-pound giant car to 218 miles per hour. It was made to test special tires called Fulda Carrot Accelero under extreme conditions. The car is painted in liquid night black, and it's 19.7 feet long. It brings back the fancy 1930s Maybach SW38's Art Deco style, but design students from Forza made it look like a futuristic prowling animal. The wheels are made of forged magnesium, lighter than a raven's wing, and they hold special fold-a tires that are made to handle speeds over 221 miles per hour. This shows how good German engineering can be. Inside, the cabin is like a master's den. The seats are covered in red semi-aniline leather and are made by Recaro. They have special harnesses made of aramid fiber that can handle 1,500 kilograms of force. The air vents are made of brushed titanium, and the carbon fiber is black like ebony wood. Together, they look like piano keys. There's an old-style clock that ticks with pure pre-digital accuracy. A rapper named Birdman used to own this car, and now it's in the Mechatronics Museum. This $8 million one-of-a-kind car is more than just a tire tester. It's a mix of power and elegance where bold engineering becomes high art. Don't miss out on the next level of super fancy cars. Subscribe now and enter a world that's only for the richest people. Number 7. Bugatti Centodieci. The Bugatti Centodieci costs $9.4 million and is a tribute to a 1990s car called the EB110. It mixes the boldness of its ancestor with modern skills from Molsheim. They only made 10 of these cars. This super fast car has 4 turbochargers on a 16-cylinder engine that explodes with 1,578 horsepower. It can go from 0 to 62 mph in 2.4 seconds, which is faster than a lightning strike. It was made to be perfect in a wind tunnel, and it copies the famous 5-hole design from the EB110's side pillar using space-grade carbon fiber. It has laser-cut titanium vents on the sides that slice through air like a surgeon's knife. The rear wing is fixed in place, and special channels underneath increase downforce by 198 pounds more than the Chiron. The matte black exhaust pipes start as a quiet purr and become a supersonic roar at 7,000 RPM. Inside, the cabin whispers of neo-retro rebellion. The gauges are both analog and digital and glow in the same ochre color as the original EB110. They're surrounded by chrome toggle switches that are milled from Le Mans prototype parts. The center of the steering wheel has a sapphire-covered C logo that honors Romano Artioli's original drawing. Bugatti's Heritage Immersion program gives owners a 1/18th scale EB110 model that's cast from the 1994 Le Mans chassis alloy, plus a private tour of Campo Galliano's abandoned factory. Number 6. Rolls-Royce Swept Tail. The Rolls-Royce Swept Tail costs $13 million and is an ode to exclusivity. It was shown in 2017 at Lake Como's Concorso d'Eleganza Via d'Este as the world's most expensive car, until it was beaten but will always be special. It was ordered by a Hong Kong businessman named Sam Lee. This one-of-a-kind grand touring car mixes 1920s coach-building elegance with the smooth curves of a modern super yacht. It took 4 years to make, with Rolls-Royce's craftsmen working with Lee's demanding vision. The car was shaped to look like graceful airplanes. The swept tail's hand-formed aluminum body flows into a tapered swept tail that looks like vintage racing yachts. The panoramic glass roof is the largest ever put on a car and fills the cabin with heavenly light. There are no B-pillars, so the inside becomes like a crystal observatory that frames views worthy of a penthouse. Inside simple becomes majestic. Macassar ebony wood panels are aged for a decade and polished to a mirror shine. They cascade along dark spice leather that's tanned using 16th century Tuscan methods. The dashboard has no buttons and whispers restraint, while the 6.75-liter 12-cylinder engine delivers 453 horsepower. It can push 2.6 tons to 62 miles per hour in 5.6 seconds. It's a quiet giant with the heart of a titan. The rear deck is covered in titanium and hides custom luggage for Lee's vintage Dom Perignon champagne. The champagne is chilled by tubes with platinum accents. The timepiece has a sapphire cap and bears Lee's initials, which were etched by gem cutters from Florence. The Swept Tail is third in Rolls-Royce's collection of automotive royalty. It doesn't get driven, it glides. Number 5. SP Automotive Chaos. The SP Automotive Chaos costs $14.4 million and is a journey of Greek engineering that mixes aerospace innovation with mythological fierceness. They make only 20 units each year. Its 4-liter twin-turbo 10-cylinder hybrid engine explodes with 3,065 horsepower and can launch to 62 miles per hour in 1.9 seconds, faster than Hermes' winged sandals. The car is made with magic-like skills. The Chaos has 3D printed magnesium wheels and brakes that weigh less than a bicycle frame, while its polyfiber body is stronger than steel and defies physics. The roof is layered with SAM 2XS 630 alloy that bends like Hephaestus's anvil but resists getting damaged. It protects a cabin wrapped in carbon fiber seats and a 3D printed titanium steering wheel that looks like Spartan armor. Inside, technology meets godlike power. Special sensors monitor the driver's heartbeat and adjust horsepower and traction control to calm fury or unleash chaos. The holographic display projects lap times and ancient Greek numbers that glow like Delphi's eternal flame. You can choose between the 3,065 horsepower zero-gravity model or the 2,000 horsepower Eclipse version. Both have all-wheel drive and ceramic matrix brakes that are larger than Hades' shield. Each Chaos is hand-built over 18 months and can be customized with gold accents fit for Olympic gods or special blue carbon weave. Think you've seen exclusivity? Just wait until you discover the super fast car that costs more than a private island. Number 4. Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta. The Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta costs $17.5 million and is a pure analog passion car. Only 3 were ever made, and Horacio Pagani himself kept the first one. Its 7.3-liter Mercedes-AMG 12-cylinder engine doesn't have turbos or hybrid help. It screams 789 horsepower through titanium exhaust pipes that are tuned to sound like a Stradivarius violin's crescendo. The car is covered in bare carbon titanium, and the Barchetta's body doesn't have a windshield. Its hand-formed aluminum fairings remind you of 1950s Le Mans race cars. The manual fabric roof is stitched from Waterwood parachute silk and unfurls like a sail. The magnesium wheels are colored in Oro Helios and spin around hubs that are milled from solid platinum. Inside, the cockpit is like a clockmaker's inspiration. The steering wheel can be removed and has a Richard Mille RM5003 watch built in. Its gears mirror the 12-cylinder engine's firing order. The seats are covered in camel hide leather that's tanned with olive oil and can't be adjusted. They're made precisely to fit the owner's body. Each Barchetta comes with a Pagani-branded Carrera chronograph and a leather flight helmet that's tailored by Frex Tricolori pilots. Number 3. Bugatti La Voiture Noire. The Bugatti La Voiture Noire costs $18.7 million and is a sad song to automotive mystery. It's a one-off masterpiece covered in mystery. It was ordered by a secret customer who's rumored to be Cristiano Ronaldo. Its 8-liter quad-turbo 16-cylinder engine explodes with 1,500 horsepower and flows through titanium exhaust pipes that are hand-tuned to sound like a grand piano's bass register. It's shaped as a shadowy tribute to Bugatti's lost Type 57 SC Atlantic. Its hand-laid carbon fiber body flows without interruption from a razor-edged grille to a spine-like rear seam. It's polished for 800 hours to a liquid black mirror finish. The 6 tailpipes are arranged in Bugatti's EB logo and glow like molten obsidian under moonlight. Inside, the cabin whispers forbidden luxury. Ebony Macassar wood is harvested from 200-year-old trees and decorates the dashboard. It's paired with diamond-quilted leather that's tanned using 19th-century French methods. A single-piece sapphire glass roof etches a micro-pattern of Bugattis on 37 Le Mans circuit that's only visible under UV light. The platinum key fob has a blood-red ruby embedded in it and unlocks using a sensor that reads your pulse. The trunk houses a Moynet luggage set that's lined with leather from LVMH's private reserves. Imagine ordering a car and waiting 4 years for it to be built. That's how exclusive this next one is. Number 2, Rolls-Royce Boat Tail. The Rolls-Royce Boat Tail costs $28 million and is a maritime masterpiece. Only 3 were ever made, and each one is a collaborative symphony between Rolls-Royce's craftsman and its billionaire customer. It's inspired by J-class yachts. Its hand-formed aluminum body stretches 19 feet and is crowned by a hand-polished stainless steel deck that opens like a clamshell. This reveals a hosting suite with Baccarat crystal champagne flutes and a caviar cooler made from silver. The car is shaped as a tribute to seafaring elegance. The Boat Tail's painted wood rear deck copies teak yacht planking and requires 3,000 hours of lacquering to achieve a liquid gloss. The carbon fiber parasol unfurls at the touch of a button and shields passengers under a canopy that's embroidered with the owner's star constellation. Inside, the cabin is a gallery of clock art. The dashboard clock is made by Beauvais 1822 and detaches to become a pocket watch. Its face is crafted from a sliver of the owner's vintage Rolex. Mazarin blue leather is dyed using 18th century techniques and wrap seats that are stitched with threads spun from recycled ocean plastic. Number 1. Rolls-Royce La Voiture Noire Drop Tail. The Rolls-Royce La Voiture Noire Drop Tail costs $30 million and is an ode to botanical seduction. It's one of 4 in the Drop Tail series and the world's most expensive car. It was ordered to honor a grandmother's love for the rare Baccarat rose. Its monocoque chassis is a coach-build first that fuses aluminum, steel, and carbon fiber into a cocoon of Gothic elegance. It's covered in black Baccarat paint, which is a gradient of burgundy black lacquer layered with crushed rose quartz. The drop-tail silhouette channels the 12 Silver Ghost's grace. The 6.75-liter twin-turbo 12-cylinder engine delivers 563 horsepower and 840 newton-meters of torque. It launches this 2.8-ton Titan to 62 miles per hour in 4.9 seconds. It's a whisper-quick waltz. Inside, the cabin is a maze of craftsmanship. 1,617 hand-carved black walnut wood panels are aged over 2 years and cascade across the dashboard. The Starlight headliner mirrors the constellations from the grandmother's birthplace. The custom audio system resonates through speakers covered in rose gold mesh and is engineered to copy the acoustics of Paris Saint-Chapelle. A hidden compartment reveals a Beauvais 1822 timepiece with a face crafted from a single Tahitian black pearl. Each drop-tail variant, Amethyst, Arcadia, and 2 others, took 4 years to complete. This shows Rolls-Royce's relentless pursuit of the impossible to get. If you enjoyed this video, imagine what's coming next. Subscribe now to discover even more legendary cars. Thanks for watching.